Ziyan frowned after hearing this. She had some concerns about Changa's words. As night fell, the crescent-shaped moon began to rise. Duan Wui wrapped himself up tightly and thought to himself, the guards here are tight, it seems Gu Changa really has been severely injured as the rumors say. If I can quietly rescue the Saintess Ziyan, it will be a fulfillment of my junior brother's commission. As he walked, he thought, with my methods, Gu Changa will definitely not notice. Duan Wui was certain, and today, he's heavily injured, so I can move freely around the mansion now. Meanwhile, Gu Changa also wore a proud yet dangerous smile. A thin hand suddenly grabbed Ziyan's arm. This startled her, and she quickly shook off the hand grabbing her, shouting, "Who are you?" Duan Wui hurriedly whispered to reassure her, "Saintess Ziyan, don't be afraid, I'm here to save you." Ziyan warily stepped back and questioned, "Save me? Are you sent by the Purple Sun Heavenly Lord to kill me?" Duan Wui seriously explained, "That's right, junior brother Ziyang sent me to rescue you, hurry up, come with me, this place isn't safe." The person behind hurriedly pointed and shouted, "Stop, who are you? How dare you grab the Saintess's hand, what are you trying to do?" Ziyan still skeptically asked, "Are you sure he was sent to save me, not to kill me?" Duan Wui asked in confusion, "What does that mean?" He thought, "Forget it, at this point, I have no choice but to forcefully take her away." With this thought, Duan Wui cast a spell, releasing his aura to push everyone back. Ziyan exclaimed, "What?" Her face was filled with shock as she widened her eyes, thinking to herself, in just an instant, he pushed back so many experts from the Purple Mansion. This strength, he's probably at least at the Great Saint level. Duan Wui released his aura and walked closer to Ziyan. "There's no time to explain, we've caused trouble." Ziyan was suppressed by his power and couldn't move, only thinking, his aura has locked me down. I can't move, how strong is this person? Suddenly, a hand reached out from somewhere and tightly grabbed Duan Wui's wrist. He looked at the hand in surprise. "Gu Changa, is that you?" Gu Changa seriously spoke, "I already guessed that person was just bait, so I pretended to chase after them, a clever strategy to lead the tiger out of the mountain, very well done." With just a swing of his palm, Gu Changa pushed Qin Wunai far away. Beside him, Ziyan loudly chimed in, "This time, thanks to young Master Changa, who saved me from the deadly plot of the Ziyang Heavenly Lord. I will definitely report this to my father." Qin Wunai, hearing this, felt a bit flustered and thought to himself, "A tiger leaving the mountain strategy, this is bad. The assassin wasn't here to kill Gu Changa, but was sent to kill Ziyan. This misunderstanding is serious. What should I do?" Gu Changa impatiently asked aloud, "Who exactly are you? Take off your mask. If you speak the truth, I'll spare your life. Otherwise..." Qin Wunai frowned, thinking, if I explain too much now, it will only make things worse. Better to. As soon as he thought of this, Qin Wunai pointed at Gu Changa and shouted, "Gu Changa, what is your real scheme in imprisoning Saintess Zi's mansion?" "I'm just a passerby who saw you doing something wrong and came to rescue her from your demonic ways." Upon hearing this, Gu Changa sneered arrogantly, "Demonic ways? Do you want to turn the situation around in front of so many people? Which of your eyes saw Saintess imprisoned by me?" Ziyan, standing beside him, couldn't help but angrily reply, "You're really good at talking, admitting yourself that you've received the Ziyang's orders." The high-level experts of the Z mansion questioned him. "That's right, this guy was just about to secretly take Saintess Z away. He's clearly no good, sneaking around. He must be in cahoots with the person from earlier." Facing their accusations, Qin Wunai could only sigh and say, "This is troublesome. If it's like this." He then continued to release his magical power, gathering a strong aura that shone brilliantly. He then said, "Let's do this." The powerful aura shot up into the sky, forming a whirlwind that alarmed the people outside. They looked up in surprise. "That's the aura of a semi-divine realm expert, and it seems like it's coming from young Master Gu's mansion." What happened? Inside the mansion, the scene became even more intense. Qin Wunai kept releasing his aura, shining like a halo, causing Ziyan to step back in fear. No. I didn't expect him to be a semi-supreme. What should we do now? Gu Chang'e, unafraid, just showed a faint smile of interest and replied, of course, we fight him. Despite the overwhelming aura, Qin Wunai's gaze remained firm as he stared at Gu Chang'e. The high-level experts immediately charged at Qin Wunai in unison, let's go together and capture him. A group of friends surrounded him and shouted, don't let him take the Saintis. Qin Wunai coldly scanned everyone and said, with just you guys, you think you can stop me? He then stomped the ground, and his aura exploded, sending the surrounding experts flying. At this moment, Ziyan seemed to lose all resistance as she was pulled toward Qin Wunai in shock. What? Gu Chang'e quickly reached out to gently support Ziyan's body and sarcastically said, you want to take the Saintis in front of me? Gu Chang'e's expression suddenly became sharp, and he said, looks like my methods have been too gentle lately. Without hesitation, he launched a massive palm toward Qin Wunai. He shouted loudly, do you think you're impressive? The collision of the two powerful auras instantly triggered an earthquake in the night sky. Gu Chang'e leaped into the air, chasing after Qin Wunai, who was floating. Qin Wunai was a bit surprised and thought, great sage realm. The two beams of light continued to collide fiercely in the air, with brilliance flashing constantly. Ziyan stood below, silently watching, thinking to herself, I didn't expect young Master Chang'e to be able to contend with a semi-supreme. She thought, how did Ziyang find such a strong person? The power of Z Mansion won't help him kill me, right? Gu Chang'e clenched his fist in the air, gathering strength. The people below couldn't help but exclaim, young Master Chang'e is indeed the leader of the righteous path. Opposite him, Qin Wunai was equally unyielding, his gaze firm as he extended a powerful fist toward Gu Chang'e. Thinking, using the great sage realm cultivation to face a semi-supreme, this guy is really strange. The collision of the two tremendous forces caused a thunderous roar. The experts in the air looked at the scene in front of them, surprised, what's going on tonight? Young Master Chang'e, still injured, is fighting again. I heard there was an assassin in black who tried to assassinate him but fled after failing, and this person was hiding in the dark, preparing to use a tiger leaving the mountain strategy to deal with Saintess Z. The Enforcer Hall and the Immortal Emperor's daughter appeared and spoke, this is truly a hidden strategy. If something happens to Ziyan, young Master Chang'e will be in big trouble. Someone responded, that's right. If that happens, the situation will spiral out of control, after all, Z Mansion is not a small force. The Xianhuang woman was silent for a moment, her tone carrying some surprise, so this is the hidden strength of Gu Chang'e. He really didn't use his full power when dealing with Ziyang at the academy earlier. King Lu Guan beside her also said seriously, that mysterious figure is already at the quasi-supreme realm. This person can contend with him at the great sage realm, it seems he's about to reach that realm too. The Xianhuang woman sighed with a hint of shame, sigh, all these powerful disciples, I'm so far behind him. No wonder. The divine prince had supreme chi protecting his body but still died, while the supreme chi left by Gu Chang'e in the land of silence only left him seriously injured. It seems he truly deserves to be the leader of the younger generation. King Lu Guan, still excited, laughed aloud, as expected, he's my favorite opponent. His face hidden behind the ghost mask, his voice suddenly turned steady, looks like if I were to fight him, I'd have to lift the seal on this level. The battle returned to the sky, with Gu Chang'e retreating quickly to avoid the arrows of light shooting towards him. Many green smoke balls appeared in the sky. Ziyan looked up in surprise, young Master Chang'e. Tan Wunai didn't seem too affected, still charging forward with a determined gaze, thinking to himself, even if you are extraordinary, able to fight against the quasi-supreme realm, you still haven't crossed that threshold. In the vast sky, Tan Wunai flew towards Gu Chang'e like a light arrow, shouting loudly, use Daoist techniques, unite the sword and self. The smoke-filled air obscured their vision, and Tan Wunai's protective sword was blocked by a large stone shield, cracking apart. Tan Wunai flew out from the shattered sword pieces, blood spraying in the air. The mask was now torn, revealing Tan Wunai's true face. He thought in horror, I actually forgot this item. Gu Chang'e appeared from behind the smoke, frowning and shouting loudly, so it's you, Tan Wunai. People at the back immediately recognized him, whispering, what? Tan Wunai, isn't he the person from the Stone Clan? Another person was equally surprised, is it really him? That explains it. He seems to have a close relationship with the Divine Prince Xiang. Tan Wunai realized his identity had been exposed and anxiously thought, damn it, I'm exposed. Looks like I can't continue. Gu Chang'e stood facing him, shouting loudly, I didn't expect your relationship with Xiang to be so close that you'd risk your life. For him. Tell me. Where is the Divine Prince Xiang? People behind him loudly echoed, yes, quickly tell us where Xiang is. Tan Wunai didn't respond, only gently took out a glowing jade stone. King Lu Guan was also quite surprised, that's. The Xianhuang woman beside him widened her eyes in shock, it's a fragment of the rare stone. What is he trying to do? King Lu Guan loudly continued, he's trying to escape. A beam of light flashed in the dim night sky, and in the blink of an eye, Tan Wunai vanished behind the light beam. People shouted, damn it, he still managed to escape. Someone behind immediately shouted. Young Master Chang'e seems to be injured. A woman beside them added, after all, he was dealing with a quasi-supreme, and forcibly using the supreme chi probably caused his old wounds to relapse. Sure enough, at that moment, Gu Chang'e, holding his chest in pain, blood dripping from his mouth, coughed a few times, seems I still pushed myself too hard. Gu Chang'e gently landed, and Xian hurriedly ran forward, young Master Chang'e, how are you? Others anxiously asked, young Master Chang'e. Are you alright? Gu Chang'e, weak in body, took heavy steps, I'm fine, just regret not being able to capture them. Xian hurriedly responded, young Master Chang'e did his best. How can you say that? It's all my fault for dragging you down. Gu Chang'e still felt disappointed. And continued, Saintess, you needn't blame yourself. It was my responsibility to invite you to the manor and protect you. He turned around and, with a voice full of trust, loudly announced, everyone, don't worry. Although I wasn't able to keep him, I've left a mark on him. He won't escape. Let him help us find the whereabouts of Divine Prince Xiang. Everyone cheered after hearing this, great. As expected of young Master Chang'e, always so careful. The scene shifted, a carriage sped through the air, with Du Wan sitting inside, looking extremely frustrated. She spoke out, damn it, I was just enjoying flowers with Brother Hao, what does Gu Chang'e want from me? If I could, I really wouldn't want to go. At this moment, two figures appeared in mid-air behind her, watching the carriage. One spoke, Hao, seems like your childhood friend is hiding quite a lot from you. Chu Hao, standing beside them, replied thoughtfully, I know. I still need to grow stronger. That way, the Yuan family won't look down on me, and Gu Chang'e won't bully me or the people around me anymore. Bai Yang stroked his beard, his tone tinged with pride, good. After your cultivation improves, when you take charge of the supreme cave heaven, no one will dare to bully you. Though Gu Chang'e is powerful, after all, he's just a junior. Chu Hao looked up at the dim sky and continued, Master, I want to follow to the Xuanwu ancient kingdom. I can't let go of Wan'er. Bai Yang responded seriously, alright, I'll accompany you. Cultivation ultimately requires a clear heart. If there are obstacles, how can one stabilize their Tao heart? Chu Hao happily shouted, thank you, Master. With you accompanying me, I feel at ease. In the midst of a ruin, Xiang paced back and forth, constantly cursing, damn it, is Xingqiang really that lucky? Why is he causing trouble at this moment? Did he really assassinate Gu Chang'e? Does he have that ability? Doesn't he know his own limits? Qin helplessly sat on a stone, frowning as he interrupted, "Junior brother, don't rush. This matter is very strange." Ziyang turned around in surprise after hearing this. "Strange? What do you mean, senior brother?" Qin helplessly stood up slowly and explained, "At first, I thought someone was trying to kill Gu Chang'e. After all, someone recognized that the assassin was a subordinate of the demonic cultivation inheritor." He recalled the scene of Xian covered in wounds and felt some pain in his heart, but later, I realized that Xian was the target of the assassin. However, by then it was too late. I was forced to get involved with the demonic cultivation inheritor without knowing the situation. Ziyang asked in shock, "So, that person wanted to kill Xian? Why? I don't understand." Qin helplessly said slowly, "At first, I didn't understand either, but I thought about it for a long time, and it seemed that the appearance of the assassin in black robes was just too coincidental. Plus, when I fought Gu Chang'e, I found that he wasn't injured at all." A trace of surprise flashed across Ziyang's face, and sweat gradually formed on his stiff face. Qin helplessly continued, "A healthy Gu Chang'e, the appearance of a demonic cultivation assassin, everything fits too perfectly. And you have a connection with the demonic cultivation inheritor, and I am closely related to you." He expressed his doubt seriously. "Everything seems to have been arranged in advance. Don't you find it too strange? What if that black-robed assassin is actually Gu Chang'e's person? What if he is the evil mastermind behind it all?" Hearing this, Ziyang's face filled with shock, his eyes widened, and he clenched his teeth, listening to every word Qin helplessly said. Could it be that everything is starting to make sense? At that moment, a face filled with killing intent seemed to appear before Ziyang, making him feel a surge of fear, thinking to himself, could it be that what the heavenly eye saw was really Gu Chang'e? At this moment, the heavenly eye on Ziyang's forehead suddenly emitted a bead of bright red blood. Qin helplessly shouted in worry, "Ayang, what happened?" Ziyang, startled, reached up to touch his forehead and replied, "I suddenly understand why I saw Gu Chang'e in little junior sister's future fragments back then." He gritted his teeth, thinking of how little junior sister was tortured. "My anger is burning. Stop speculating, that must be the demonic cultivation inheritor. We can't let this go. Little junior sister is in danger, we must warn her. If we don't, she will still think Gu Chang'e is a good brother." Qin helplessly hurriedly advised, "Ayang, our situation is very unfavorable now. You need to think carefully, acting impulsively could expose us. If Gu Chang'e catches us, not even the underworld can save you. And right now, she trusts Gu Chang'e very much. She surely thinks we are sowing discord, and that will create distance between us." Ziyang waved his hand carelessly, "Senior brother, I've made my decision. Waiting any longer will only put little junior sister in more danger." His eyes were firm as he said loudly, "By the way, senior brother, didn't you get the water from the reincarnation lake? If we make little junior sister drink it to recover her memory, I believe she will definitely stand by our side." Qin helplessly asked in a deep voice, "Do you mean to force little junior sister to drink the reincarnation lake water?" Ziyang sighed, "I don't want to, but if little junior sister doesn't trust us, we have no choice but to resort to this extreme measure. Things have reached this point, we have to take a gamble." He was silent for a moment before continuing, "Now, the most important thing is how to find little junior sister." Qin helplessly touched his chin and said seriously, "I know where she is now. If you've made your decision, wait here for me. I'll bring her to us." Qin helplessly took out a small bottle and continued, "When the time comes, we'll work together. Even if she has some secret weapon, it will be under our control." The scene switched to another ancient tomb, where someone was dragging a large bundle out of the tomb's main door. Gu Xianni panted heavily, letting out a sigh of relief. So much loot, the spatial ring is full. She fantasized about stepping on Gu Chang'e, feeling proud as she thought, "Now I'm half holy. If I refine these genius treasures to enhance my strength." After that, Gu Xianni quickly flew toward the sky like lightning, leaving the Chim struggling to drag the bag. She